ribbon cutting happening for our it's not a ribbon cutting, it's a groundbreaking for our Gateway project. I haven't said anything about the Gateway project, but it is going to be an incredible project right next to the metro station. We're very excited about it, and we'll be breaking ground on that February 22nd. We're also looking at,
it's going to be so exciting.
Really
I can't wait.
We're going to be there, by the way.
March 1st is Inspire, a Young Women's Leadership Day. And every Saturday throughout the month of March over at Arceo Park, exercise programs 8 to 11. So those are the things that are off the top of my head on my calendar. Oh, one last thing. Don't want to forget the opening of our Veterans Village happening on March 12th. Please come out and join us. We've got an incredible program set for you. Councilmember Juventino J. Gomez has been working very hard on getting the top brass. We've got people coming from the Pentagon, from Washington, D.C. The Marine Corps Band from Camp Pendleton is going to be coming to El Monte for this particular event. The city of El Monte is so invested in our veterans that we want to really make sure that everybody knows that this is a Class Act organization. We are a Class Act city that takes care of the people who have put their lives on the line for us. So Veterans Village, March 12th, 10 a.m. Note that the street Ramona will be closed, so we do need to, there will be traffic considerations. Please plan ahead for the traffic considerations, but please come out and join us. You will not want to miss this event on March 12th.
All righty. Well, you heard from the lady herself, so let's give a round of applause for Councilwoman.
Thank you.
Thank you for making it down. It's always a joy to have this young lady down here because she's got so much enthusiasm, can burn for days, and the city is really happening. So, you know, mark those dates down. You'll see this repeating constantly on Channel 3. And also, you know, we have following now in Northern California. We have Tracy, California, San Jose, Oakland. We have people in Bakersfield, and even a new viewer from Mesa, Arizona watches El Monte tonight. So
good job.
People are going to know that El Monte is happening. This is the place to be. Okay, so without further ado, because I know the Councilwoman's got many things to do, she has to get back to that pile of paperwork. So we're going to turn on over to our buddy, the human music machine, Mr. Robert Colvin here on El Monte tonight. Take it away, Rob. Oh, Rob, you're so romantic.
Getting ready for Valentine's.
I tell you, man. Well, that's what I say. See, we're ahead of the curve, man, all the time. Like I said, when this show airs, it'll be airing all next week. When you see it, it'll be close to Valentine's Day.
I mentioned to Miss McNeil, right?
Yes.
That's right.
That was sexy sound.
Yeah,
I
that's
call it
right.
sexy sound.
See, I'm being turned over for an instrument here. Thank you. Okay. This is Phyllis P. McNeil, MSW, which is a Master of Social Work, correct?
Yes.
Let's have a round of applause for Phyllis. Okay, it says Community Prevention Intervention, Straight Talk, and you are the founder, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what is that? Let us know, because we were looking at the book. You're in a book. You got stories going on.
Yes, my story's in this.
She's in this
Correction in
large
America-
book.
Correction in America, an introduction. This is one of the leading textbook in the college textbook and a criminal justice course.
Wow.
Major. I am the founder of Straight Talk. Straight Talk was established in 1990, and it was established based on my own experiences that I had during my formative years growing up in a very dysfunctional family. I was told by my mother, my biological mother, I would never make it. You know, I would never be successful. But I had a different story, a different calling. I wanted to do something different, make a difference from my life experiences that I had. I don't want any kid to go through what I had to go through as a child. No adult. I don't want any adults to suffer. So my program is a speaking bureau. I have ex-offenders who go out and they share their life experiences. They've been released from prison. They're no longer going in and out that revolving doors. We go to schools, we go to churches, we do workshops, we do seminars. We visit a lot of venues in Southern California. I also have a mentorship program. I do all the mentoring. I do one-on-one with the family counseling. I like to get the kid, I like to deal with the kid where they are, not where I want them to be or where they should be in their developmental stages. I think that's very important. Kids need to have somebody positive in their life to say, I believe you, you're going to be successful.
Beautiful. Let's have a round of applause. That's a very positive message here. Is it like, okay, forget my ignorance, is it like a scared straight kind of thing where you tell the kids in town, hey, look, you know, on boot camp kind of style?
No, we have a conversation piece with the kids. Very quiet, soft-spoken, no yelling, no profanity. We just tell it like it is. We don't sugarcoat it. We talk about drugs, gangs, bullying. We tell the kids, hey, look, stay on the right road. Use my speaker as an example. If you deviate from the wrong road and get on, and deviate from it, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble. You want to stay focused in school, stay away from negative peers, and listen to authority figures, and do something, make something out of your life. Because I tell kids, you all special and you're important, and you have to feel that way. You have to empower yourself, self-talk.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
So, what inspired you to go on this path besides, like you said, coming from a dysfunctional family? Because I know, like, nobody out there has a dysfunctional family, except for me. But I mean, what was it? Was there a turning point? Where was the eye-opening point?
Well, you know what? I got sick and tired of. I had a lot of issues growing up. I was very disrespectful. I had no respect for myself, for others, for authority figures. I spent probably my first 5 years in school. I was in special ed. They had given up on me. I had a lot of. I was just a kid out of control. At 14, I made a conscious decision. I was a runaway from like 12 all the way to 14. They put me in foster homes to foster homes. And at 14, I was entering into high school. I made a conscious decision at that time. Enough was enough. I had to be responsible for myself. I couldn't continue to blame my shortcomings on my family because I was from a dysfunctional family.
Right.
I took a serious look at myself. I had a problem, and I was getting out of that denial stage. I went to authorities and turned myself in as a runaway. I said, you know what? Take me into custody right now. I want to divorce the separation from my biological mother. I didn't have a father, so I was a fatherless kid. And I want to be placed outside of the home on a permanent basis. So they made me a ward of the court, and I was under the custody of the Los Angeles Probation Department. I In January 1974, I was placed at the Jacqueline Girls Home. That's when my life started up the hill. I met a mother. You know, it takes a special person to be a mother.
Sure.
Anybody can give a child,
Right.
but to live up to that, that word, "I am your mother," you know, that's a proud thing to be, you know. And so this lady didn't give birth to me, but oh my gosh, she was my dream mother. She was my mother.
Someone
She was
to
a
look
great
up to.
Yeah, she was very positive. She addressed all the issues I had. You know, she gave it to me straight. You know, she didn't sugarcoat it. She focused on my positive side versus my weak side. She built both of them up and made me into the person I am today. That's why I feel a need in the community to go out there and save the kids, all kids, no matter where they come from. The adults too. I don't want them to be left alone too, because a lot of adults out there hurting. You know, they
Yeah.
probably was hurting from childhood that filter into their adulthood that they
Affects
didn't
them.
they didn't get help. And then I look at the community. We address different issues around in the community that the community have some concern. I am responsible for a lot of initiative on ballots, you know, like ban the box for felons to, you know, for us as a community people and society not to continue to, you know, when you're incarcerated and you come out with a felon, it's hard to get a job.
Sure.
Let's give them a chance. We got the, you know.
Don't turn them away
Yeah,
just
don't turn
because
away.
they've
We got
made
to
a
be
mistake in their
forgiving
life.
society. Yes. We got to give them a chance too. So I don't leave nobody behind.
That's beautiful. A round of applause.
So not only are you a strong woman, self-made woman,
Yes.
and in her book she has
Yeah, it's got a story there.
a
Yes.
space there, and you know, I don't have my glasses on,
Yes, they tell me.
Okay, you heard it here first. I warned her.
but she is in this text book, Corrections in America, an introduction, and this is a thick book. It's a
Yes.
big book, and this is given to college students
College students
who are
in the
taking
criminal justice field.
criminal justice. And here she is. Her name, Self-Made Woman.
That's beautiful.
That's
And the
something to
correctional champion.
really be proud of.
Yes, I am. I'm very proud.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
we are,
Right,
man.
you're
Once
all
again,
proud of
a
you.
round of applause on that. Come on.
I commend you.
Thank you.
I have to give you a hand and a hug.
Thank you.
Oh,
See that? I tell you, I don't even get to get
that's
action.
great. That's
Yeah.
I'm
great.
self-made. I don't know what.
Yes, yes.
It's a woman's world.
Yeah, that's what it's turning into.
Yeah.
The show, folks. By the way,
Oh, yeah.
but that's wonderful. So, like, how do people partake of your workshops and whatever? What do they
Well,
contact?
if anyone want to get in contact with me,
Right.
I'll give you my cell phone. My cell phone number is 909-223-8697. My office number is 951-272-5747. You can go on my website. I'll give you my website address. It's www.stpinc.org.
Sounds good.
Yes.
You know, we have a women's talk show, Heart and Soul, and we just had a vacancy for the 15th. If you want to come on back, it's on a Saturday. We start taping at 1 o'clock. We'd love to have you.
Okay, I'd love to come out because I got a lot to say.
Well, we got a lot of women
That's
that like
great.
to say stuff.
Yeah.
I like that. I got a lot to say. I get scared when I hear somebody tell me that. It's, like it's usually people I owe money to. But no, we love having you on here, and God bless what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
I tell you, man. Round of applause. This young lady's great. Okay, we're going to turn it back over to Robert. Then we're going to bring up the Lima Lama Academy. They're going to come up here and do a little demonstration. Have you seen these kids in action? They're great, aren't
yeah, they got a great instructor.
they? Yeah. Oh, no, let me tell
Yeah.
you. He's awesome. I wouldn't want to meet him in a
very
dark alley.
important.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But, okay, let's turn it over to Robert Colvin because as part of his contract, he has to do at least 19 songs.
Yay, Robert.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Okay, you know, I'm going to real quickly just want to give a shout out here to Rob, the man. How you doing, Robert?
I'm doing great. Thanks, sir.
What's coming up next?
The next 3 weeks at Rancho Duarte Golf Course in Duarte. I'll be there on Friday nights from 7 to 10. We have a Valentine's special next Friday, so come on out and enjoy some great music. Gonna have a great singer with us. It's been a lot of fun.
Okay, now how people get a hold of you?
You can get in touch with me with saxforall at yahoo.com. That's SAXFORA at yahoo.com or 626-755-0830.
He always does a great job, and we love Rob. He's part of the family way back, you know, from day one. And we always love to have you here, brother.
I appreciate you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Let's get a round of applause for Rob. I got to make sure we talk to him because, you know, otherwise he's like the neglected, the child nobody wanted. And then you're going to have Phyllis come back and she's going to try to set you straight. So you know how that goes. Okay, here we got, is he mic'd up? We got it right here. Okay, introduce yourself, young man, like nobody knows him. He's been on the show like forever.
My name is Gilbert Garcia from the Academy of Lima Lama. Today we're here to talk about, it's kind of a piggyback off of what Ms. Martinez was talking about, health and well-being.
Exactly.
I've implemented programs. Right now I'm doing Tai Chi, which is a formidable martial art, but it's really for wellness, flexibility, range of motion, and it's really was designed for seniors. I started doing it in 1982, and due to the fact that I got pneumonia, I had respiratory problems, so that was a good exercise to utilize just for the breathing, you know. So today what I'm doing is I'm implementing a program at the senior citizens here on Tyler Avenue.
Right there by 3130, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of senior people that are getting involved. It's free of charge.
Beautiful.
You know, the whole thing with me is to be of service to the community and provide services that are going to allow everyone to participate. As you already know, a lot of the kids that come to my program are not able to afford lessons, but I go ahead and teach them anyway, provide services through the different programs that we offer so that they can participate. We also provide services to various communities to promote martial arts. I have a young man today who is Mike Figueroa. I started teaching him in 1981, and he became a professional boxer, advocate for the same principles. He's a practitioner of Lima Lama. He's opening up a gym here on, I believe it's 10032 Tyler Avenue. I'd like to introduce him briefly. Mike, come on up.
Come on up, Mike. A round of applause for Mike, please. Now you get the mic. You get the mic, Mike. And there's the lovely and talented Vivian, Miss Vivian.
Here, I'll put this on you. You can go right ahead.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
He's so shy, you know, like that. Hi, everyone.
That's a fighter for you.
I tell you, man, you know, hey, I've been a fighter all my life, and look where I ended up. So, is it going to be like competition, or are you guys going to be like open up a franchise? Is like, you know, this is like martial arts in the box, or what's going on here?
Well, we're all like family. We grew up together. He taught me so much in the industry, disciplined me actually, and from there I spawned and decided I wanted to do it myself. I actually grew up here in El Monte.
Beautiful.
I've been here 37 years, and I want to stick around in this city and help out.
Okay, wait. You grew up here in El Monte, but you've been here 37 years?
I mean, I grew up here.
Okay, wait. Okay, Your Honor, the being purposely evasive to this line of question. You meant you grew up here for 37.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah. A little camera.
Yeah, we get a little. I know.
Yeah.
You know, we get such few rewards on the show.
The whole thing with Mike is that, you know, I instilled some things into him that he grew up with. He's 42 years old now. He has a desire to share the legacy and to be of service and to provide services for young adults and teens in boxing and MMA. I know he's going to do extremely well. He's very gifted, good fighter. So you know, everyone that's watching, I promote the fact that, or I advocate the fact that he's opening up a gym, and I want them all to go down and support him.
Good.
Especially from here in El Monte High School and the various schools that are in the city of El Monte. I think he's going to be a big impact on the community.
Sure.
So that's what I like to see with a lot of the black belts that I produce. I'd like to see them continue that legacy, the art, you know, to create healing.
We're going to create generations. See, you know, a lot of times.
He's a 5th generation.
Well, let's, you know, there you go. I mean, you got a lot of the kids out there say, hey, you know what, they get in trouble. What are the kids doing? They don't know what to be doing. This is something good to get your children involved in. Encourage them. That way, you know where they're at. They're in good hands here. And, you know, and they get mad at you, you're in trouble. So, you know that. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to have a demonstration. So if we can turn on the lights, the house lights, if you would, please. And we're going to back the cameras up. And if you can bring up some of your
Let me introduce them.
Okay, here, I'll bring the mic around. Let's,
my practitioners come up. I'll introduce them myself.
And you know, it's only 4 men or boys. Are there girls that are also?
No, one of the big things that I do advocate is young ladies, young girls. We have a bullying program where I provide services learning how to defend yourself without punching or kicking. It's not about aggressive behavior. It's learning how to be passive in a controlling manner.
Great.
To learn how to control a situation where you can control a situation with striking someone. You can learn to utilize risk control and learn how to take them down.
As long as they are interested in it, there's no stops for them, because you do have programs where they can, if they cannot afford.
Absolutely.
That was a very nice
No, I've been doing that for
key
years.
there.
For years.
Very good.
okay,
I've
we're
been
going
doing
to
this 48 years.
we're gonna find out how good your people are. If they can jump over that cable without
Without
killing
touching
themselves, then we're good to go. Come on, guys. Come on over here, and I'll get out of your way
All right,
because
gentlemen, come up
I have no
and
health
introduce
insurance, okay?
yourselves. Before you take off your cap, dude.
Okay, so
Look
you guys,
gangstered out. I don't want
okay.
that.
Okay, do not. Okay, the rules of the game are right now. Okay, I want you to understand the rules here. It's a free bout. It's good. No killing our lights and no killing Robert Colvin's saxophone behind you. Okay, otherwise automatically you're thrown out. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of the way and they're gonna demonstrate some stuff. I'll leave it up to the professor here if he wants to narrate exactly what they're about to do. Let me get out of the way.
Well, primarily, this is Jim Takanucci. Jimmy has been with me for 6 years. This is my nephew, Corey Bravo. He's been with me since he was 3 years old. This is Samuel Sanchez. He did your Christmas show.
I remember. He did a great job.
He's been with me 11 years. Jose Dominguez is a former world champion in boxing. He helps me with my boxing program. If it wasn't for these gentlemen, the program would not have the impact that it does. Each of them contribute things that they've learned in their own fighting experience. So, you know, I'm not taking credit for anything. It's a joint venture, and these gentlemen make it interesting for the kids. They're very good at what they do. Jimmy Takanucci is the only gentleman, and this is a fact, you know, where people come down to the gym, other fighters, world champions to fight. He's the only guy that I know that's knocked out world champions that doesn't have a belt.
Amazing.
Fact.
Give a round of applause.
And I get a kick out of it because he's the other crown champion.
Yeah, but who's gonna have the nerve to tell him? You know? No, you can tell him.
but I
because
mean-
you
but
can
I
knock
mean,
him out.
No, I don't do that. I don't implement force. I use my mind to do that. We're not about all that. That's one thing I want to emphasize. It's not about violence. It's about having self-control and respect for others. It's not about, you know, jamming somebody down the throat and imposing yourself on them. It ain't about that. It's
Well,
about,
that's from the movies. That's why
yeah.
people see that.
Oh, no, I've done that, and that's a lot of work in itself, you know, to make something look good. Now, these guys can do exactly what they perform. So what Jimmy's going to do right now is he's going to do a form, which is movements that are contributed to application of fighting.
See,
Bust
I'm
out your
gonna get myself in
Oh,
trouble.
no.
son.
He's gonna
I'm
bust
passing
out
this to Miss
self-defense
Vivian, okay?
techniques. That's what you're going to do.
No defense.
Yeah, self-defense aspect.
In case you have anything to say, commentary. Do a play-by-play.
This is technique 1, fundamental techniques. Technique 2. Technique 3. Technique 4. Technique 5. Primarily emphasis is leave allowance to take your opponent down and not allow him to get up. But this is the first aspect of the art, the fighting art. So let's keep that in the back of your mind. This is not how I deal with violence at all. I used to.
Every step he's taking, it's right on.
Calculated for perfection.
Except that he's scaring Robert Colvin because he's getting close to the saxophone. Hey, watch it.
Thank you, Jimmy.
No,
Yeah, all right.
he seems to be aware of his surroundings. Very good, Jimmy.
Mr. Bravo, come on up.
I'll be performing the panther form, but also a lightning form.
And now this gentleman's been doing this